Welcome back to episode what?
25.
We made it.
A milestone, bro. A milestone.
We did it. I know y'all been waiting. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you.
We here. Episode 25.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We deserve a little round of applause.
Absolutely. We have. I mean, how can we not give ourselves a round of applause, bro? We have to. We have to. We have to.
Yes. I can't express to you how much this episode means to me. We set a goal.
Yes, we did.
We set out to film 25 episodes.
And we did it.
We
mother did it.
A lot of people was like, yo, what are you doing, bro? You're a barber. Just cut hair. Stick to what you know. Nah. We got some more things lined up for ourselves.
Absolutely.
And hopefully you guys can share it with us.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I mean? So thank y'all for joining us on this beautiful journey. As you know, if you've stuck with us since episode 1, we didn't start here.
Nope.
And we didn't have all the gadgets we have now. You know, I got a gimbal that if you go that way, it follows you. If you go that way, it follows you. You know, and it just, we want you to know there's baby steps. We start with what we have available to us.
Yes, sir.
And then you make it happen little by little, right?
Absolutely.
We stuck to the plan.
Yep.
We did exactly what we said we were going to do.
Yes, sir. And we invested in our equipment, in our stuff, like to make this happen.
This is a business.
Absolutely.
You know, and we want you to see the growth, to know how serious we're taking this.
Yes, sir.
We, like he said, we're investing into this, into ourselves, because we believe in our potential. We hope that in 25 episodes, that's the same thing that you guys have gotten as far as a message goes from this podcast, because let me tell you, we did it possible.
Yes, sir.
Invest in yourself.
You have to.
You know what I mean? Believe in yourself.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And are we done after episode 25?
Hell no. What you talking about?
More.
Yeah.
You heard him. More official stuff. And we got, I mean, if I told you everything we had up our sleeves right now, we would need an episode 26.
Well, we're going to keep that under wraps.
We're going to keep that under wraps.
And just hit you with it. That's it.
Because they say you can't tell everybody.
You can't. You
know?
You have a lot of people that are hating on you. You have a lot of people that wish negative energy on the things you do. So we keep it under wraps and then we hit them.
You know what? And I know you had to have experienced that.
Oh, yeah.
Where you try something new.
Yes.
And it sometimes might be someone close to you, a friend.
Absolutely.
That might be like.
Absolutely. Or even people with fame. I had people do that to me. Steal my ideas. It's music.
Bro,
like,
get your own ideas.
That's it.
Don't be taking Bacardi's idea. I know what my man do with the synthesizers, and I know I can't say that word, but I was born in Puerto Rico, okay? But yo, my man took himself serious.
Yes, sir.
He's taking himself to new levels.
That's right.
Self into a category.
Absolutely.
Realize your potential. Realize what you could do if you got the right people, especially in your corner.
Yes, sir.
You know, and Bacardi is a huge inspiration to me, and he should be an inspiration to a lot of you guys out there.
You too.
Appreciate
You
that,
too.
you know, and that's what it is. That's what it's about. See, we are like-minded individuals.
Absolutely.
And we wanted to get a message of positivity, creativity, and how you say, being able to,
right. Never limit yourself. Never.
We're not gonna limit ourselves, you know. And the fact that we made it this far
says a lot,
man. And we can't wait to release these episodes.
Absolutely, it's gonna be a banger.
Yes. You know, and like you said, man, you're gonna have some haters.
Always
Pop your bubble. You tell them, I got an idea. I want to do so. I want to do that. Some people are real quick to shoot you down.
Always. Even people, like you said, friends will tell you, oh, for real, you gonna do it like that? Nah, you shouldn't do it like that. You should do it like this. Like, and then you analyze the situation and how far they come. You're like, he's just saying.
Yeah, I've had people tell me, like, you know, that we're doing this the wrong way. We're doing this incorrectly. Yeah. We're doing it exactly how we're supposed to do it.
How we want to do it.
Where we end up, that's part of the story.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So if someone on the outside saying, yo, you're doing it wrong, well, listen, get better.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
I got to take a step back and be like, you know what? I keep getting better, and every day I'm getting better.
Every day you learn.
On haircuts. You always studying the
Yeah.
new gadgets,
Yes,
and
I'm
you
an
know,
old nigga.
and he looks young. But my man got some age to him. Me too. It's all good.
It's mentally how you know you
I
age.
mean, yo, bro, let me tell you something. $100 if you guess his age. You ain't never guessing his age, bro. Hell, David Blaine couldn't guess his age. You heard? Shout out David Blaine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. David Blaine.
You know, we're super excited
Yeah.
for today's guest, and as you know from last episode, we triple booked.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I triple booked.
Yeah, it's all good. But that's how many people want to be on the show.
Yes.
That's how many people want to share their stories with us. They're excited to be here, man.
Yeah. And the individual that's coming today, man, I couldn't be more happy to have him as episode 25 because
Yes, sir.
the energy he brings, the entrepreneurship he has, the leadership role he has in the community. I'm super at it, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and he's a cool dude. I think you met him
I met
briefly.
him. Yeah, and I met him before that one time.
Right,
When we
here.
were here chopping it up, getting the cut.
Yeah. So you guys are gonna be meeting a great individual.
Yes, sir.
And I hope you listen to some of the gems and jewels he's dropping.
Yes,
right?
sir. And most of the guests that we have, I'm not going to say most, all of the guests that we have been great individuals, people with stories that blow your mind, the things that they've been through in life. So every person that comes through this podcast is going to have a great story to share with you guys. And that's what we're looking for, inspiration, motivation.
Yes. Where you started, where are you now,
And where you want to end.
and where you want to end. You know,
Yes,
so
sir.
we just believing in ourselves, man.
That's right.
So we hope that you believe in us too.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying?
Yes. Anything fun happen week during the shop? Any stories? Any craziness? Because something's always happening here. Like, you know,
Yeah.
you get all different type of
Yeah.
characters.
Yes, actually, a lot happened.
Anything
But,
you would like to share that's not too crazy, or
You know, I want to share something a little crazy.
sure, share it.
This guy comes into the shop and it's cold outside.
Right.
And I was being cheap, so I didn't have the heat on. So it was a little nippy in here. This dude was wearing a tank top and one of his nipples
Nipples was out. What?
And that shit was sharp. And he wouldn't put it away, Bacardi.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. We're thinking about banning him. Kira liked it though.
Oh, Kira liked it. Of course she liked it. Of course. Why
She
wouldn't
was
Kira like it? Yeah. Why would? That's right.
Nipple.
Look, and the person we were just talking about who freed the nipple. This is our special. Our special guest has stepped to the building. The energy's in here. You feel it. He's coming in. Great attitude. We're gonna have a great show today, man. Great show today.
Mike is in the building.
Yes.
Come on
Come
over
on over,
here,
Mike.
man.
Let's go.
Come on.
What's going on, family? How you doing?
Still, fam. Everything
Good to
good?
see you. Good to see
Yes,
you.
sir. Good to see you too.
Go have a seat.
Yes, sir.
How's it going, Mike?
Give him an official introduction.
Yes.
Who he is?
Today, on a day, October 26th, we got the one, the only, Michael Chase.
Give it up, everybody. Give him a round of applause. Everyone, a round of applause.
God bless you. God bless you.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And I was just telling Bacardi and the world, we're excited to have you here.
Sorry for my tardiness.
I know
Nah, you good. You good.
You were right on time. And let me tell you something. I saw you drop your beef.
Oh, man. Damn, man.
It was good. You know how you get a nice hot
man.
pocket and all the meat kind of fall because you biting into it and the steam's out. You waiting for just to get that piece. That was what fell on the floor.
Oh, man.
What my mother always told me was that if you're eating food and it falls out of your hand, it means somebody watching you eat wanted it.
Bacardi.
I did.
Bacardi wanted
I did want it. I mean, I'm vegan. I don't eat meat, but damn, I wanted it, man. I'm hungry. I ain't eating nothing all day.
Starving over here. Everybody's gonna eat after here.
For
though.
real.
Yo, man, welcome to the Shop Talk
Thank you,
FCB,
man. I'm glad to be here.
And let's talk about how this gentleman came through last night. The last time, and when we double booked, he was great at understanding.
Oh my God.
He was great at understanding that.
What? Yo, you did something that only the realist would do.
The realist.
And let me tell you, I gotta tell you, because although I was gonna say, Mike, I'm sorry, I double clicked. You didn't even allow me to say that.
No, man.
You just are ill that you say, yo, Mike, get
That's
this
it.
interview.
That's it.
You get me next time.
That's it. That's it.
And that was so real to me. Because
Absolutely, bro.
I didn't even have to, and I double booked, triple booked.
Triple booked. Kind of
Wow.
quadruple.
But
It's a part of real life, though. You got
Absolutely.
You got to sometimes make sure that you know any
That's it.
conditions that might happen. So
That's right.
That was an easy thing to do.
Yes,
you
sir.
know?
Yes, sir.
and
Yes,
yo,
sir.
and he came through today, bro.
And he did.
I texted
And he
him.
dropped his beef back.
Yes, and he dropped his beef
He
back.
was showing something happens, right? You know.
Yo, so speaking of food,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
you recently opened up a new venture.
Right.
Can you let the world know what it's called, what you did, what you do?
So what I've opened up is a nice small local restaurant called Adirondack Soul Company, and it's just exactly what it sounds like. We are a company that not only does catering, but we have a nice sit-in space. We do the whole 9 yards, and it's in soul food because I think it gives the most variety when it comes
Right.
to serving the public and eating and whatnot. So so they're able to get meatloaf, chicken, beef, ribs, everything that they could possibly think of, and have it at a nominal fee.
Wow.
So it's been good.
That's
I can't complain. It's another venture that I'm tired of doing
Right.
already.
Right.
It hasn't been long since we opened up, but I'm already exhausted. But
imagine.
so far so good. It's been a blessing to us, family, blessing to my wife, and it's
A
been
blessing
good.
to Main Street too, because
Yeah.
we're on Main Street.
Yeah.
And just to have that different variety
Absolutely,
right here,
'cause they don't have
especially
thing out here.
within walking distance.
Yes, sir.
But we didn't even gotta walk because my man said, "Yo, just call me. I'll walk."
Wow.
That's it. That's it.
Officially, that's that small
it.
town love
what's-
right
that's
there.
what's up.
You know, and he opened up this company already being busy. Like he's
Right.
super busy in his life, yo. So
Right.
you are also an anger management counselor, correct?
Right. So
Wow.
so I also run on the days that I'm not doing Adirondack Soul Company. I run the MAN program, which is the Managing Anger Naturally program.
Okay.
And where we specialize in doing counseling for anger management and domestic violence.
Wow.
Fully certified to do these kinds of services, and we in the criminal justice system,
Yeah.
inside of systems, and anybody that thinks that anger management or domestic violence, for that matter, is something that they need to have a part of their life, and not because I teach the subject, but I think every person that engages in relationships, having an anger management
Absolutely.
coach, right?
Absolutely.
Or a domestic violence
Yeah.
coach, something, because it just makes better sense, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're super busy. On top of that, I run a nonprofit, called Rehoboth Valley, and we do cultural arts and events here in
That's
the city.
great.
The whole thing is about community and people and uniting each other.
Right.
The relationship that we have, it's not just the couch.
Right, right.
It's not just coming in, getting a cut. It's not just patronizing business and service, but we build bonds of relationship.
Right.
That
With the
we can
community.
that we can all
Absolutely.
That's great.
thrive from. So it's been good. So far so good. Super busy, like you said,
Yeah.
man, but living on top of the world.
Awesome.
Wow.
Let me ask you a question now. Did you have any obstacles at all opening your restaurant? Any hardships that you went through?
The planning board.
Okay.
The planning board.
Okay.
That's always going to be a part. When you do these kind of public ventures, you're going to always have some obstacles.
Okay.
Somebody's not going to get the concept,
Right.
or you're going to have to over-explain the concept so that people can truly know what you're doing.
Yeah.
There's always going to be some skepticism attached
course.
to it. So, going into these things, you just got to know that there's going to be some bumps and some roads and things like that. But that's what obstacles are there for.
That's
for you to
right.
get over them.
That's right.
That's the
That's
whole
right. And
point.
that's how you
So-
learn.
Right. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it was a learning curve for us,
Awesome.
and we got through it. It was a little bit of a delayed opening,
Okay.
but delayed don't mean denied.
Nope.
It was right on time.
It was right on
right on
time.
time.
Great.
Right.
Everything
Right.
happens for a reason,
That's
man.
it.
Right.
I've been getting food from Mike since before he opened
Right.
the restaurant.
Wow.
Right.
Yo, bro, this dude's mac and cheese is different.
So I'm gonna have to hit. What time y'all close today?
We only open Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
He's open
okay.
Monday,
Take
Tuesday,
him on.
Wednesday. It's because my man's busy.
Right. Of
Yo,
course, I
he's
can imagine.
saving individuals from anger.
Right.
Crazy. And a whole bunch of different situations.
You know what I'm saying? I word things. You guys already know how I be
Yeah,
wording mine.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm Puerto Rican.
It's all good. I'm Puerto Rican too.
So now that you're open, what what was the feedback that you've been hearing? The
Yeah.
streets are talking.
Right.
What's the feedback you've been getting?
Yo, man, I don't know. I don't know what I expected.
Right.
But I know 5 stars across Google, you know,
Wow.
is unheard of. Now, that's a fallacy because
Right.
just like anything else in life, people tend to
Leave negative comments.
right, and
Yep.
they're fickle.
Yep.
People are fickle, and
Yes,
so
sir.
I expect somebody to throw 4 stars up there at one point.
To say something.
They're-
Say something. Say something. Yeah.
But so far, 5 stars has been good, man.
that's great,
and
man.
you know what we do, we try to make sure that we put out a great great service. You know, we make sure that we hit the places that people have the most discrepancy,
Right.
right? The food is this or that, or the service is this or that. We make sure that we hit every aspect so that people, when they come in, you ain't got no choice but to leave 5 stars.
Right.
You know,
That's
Yo,
great.
he's not lying.
I believe
the
it.
customer service
Mhm.
is wow.
Right.
And it's super soft spoken. You know, like the niceness.
Right.
You don't see
Right.
a lot. You next? Yeah. What
Yeah.
is it? What
Right.
do you know what you want already?
Right? Yeah. Like no personality when they serve you.
It's
Yeah,
like,
it's true.
yo, no, there's love
Yeah.
here. You know what I'm saying? So I know that you're passionate about it and to succeed, and these are the things that you have to go over
Yeah.
and beyond with, right? Like over the top with,
Right.
right?
Yes,
Your
sir.
customer service and
It says a lot about your company, about
Yeah,
the brand
because-
you're trying to make.
exactly.
Yeah.
And everything is wrapped around in this society is wrapped around systems,
Right,
And
right.
so there's a system of how you do things,
Right.
even when it comes to treating with people. And listen, I deal with anger management, so that kind of bleeds into the business.
Yes.
because I know how to make people happy,
Wow.
right? You know, I know what it means to, you know, kind of, you know, de-escalate certain things, and you know what it means to ramp it up. You know,
Yeah.
what needs to be ramped up needs to be done better. You know, so what we try to do is stay on top of the trends, make sure that, you know, we do good food, and give people something to long for, right? Give them
right.
something to look forward to.
Yeah.
You know, if it's one way this way, in another month, and it may be something different. You know, but you want to try to get everybody involved in it, and you know, see how things kind of mesh. You know, throughout the process of time. So far so good.
That's great.
And you know, and he's not letting go of any opportunity that
Right.
might present itself.
Right.
My man bought one of the most historic buildings in
Wow.
Gloversville.
Okay.
I think
Right.
it's got like a special name to it, right?
Right,
It's called-
Rehoboth Valley. So Rehoboth Valley is the Cultural Arts and Events Center. So
Okay.
we do everything from culture, arts, events, you know, movies. We do things for kids. We do what you call, you know, classical night. We'll have somebody, really good pianist,
Right.
you know, come in and we'll complete bill of service. We do things in excellence.
Right.
So if we're going to put a price, sure that we give you not just what you're paying for, but give you value.
Right.
You know, and so that, you know, and so far so good. People like it. We need to be able to provide more services like that. So we're
Right.
looking for very talented people,
That's
you know,
great.
who know how to do music, who know how to do arts. We want to
Right.
platform some people.
Right.
Now, put out a post, you know, looking for singers and soloists. You know, so that right.
No,
All right,
no,
so
not
listen.
high five. I'm Miss Singer.
Right, listen. You all right? If you a singer, I need you to sing right now for all of
Give me a song.
Amazing Grace.
Amazing Grace.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was
Sorry. All right, not me.
Come back with your second audition. So, you know. You know,
I
so,
really tried too.
yo, but we want to do that, man. We platform people.
Right.
You know, we got a lot of artists in the area, so we'll put on an exhibit for people,
Yeah.
give them the space, let them use the space, put their artwork on the wall, let them sell it. You know, things like that to try to make sure that people have an outlet.
Yes.
You know, for them, they can release their talent. You know, we love kids. Kids come in the restaurant all the time. I don't care. They can run around and
That's great.
you know, as long as nobody sue me if somebody get hurt. You know, but
Yeah.
you know, we love children.
Yeah.
You know, we're still venturing out to do more business, you know, so we have rentable space that we're looking to either do, put a supermarket in or a party room, you know,
Wow.
so.
And that's one
we're
thing,
doing some
bro.
great things.
Every time I talk to him,
He's doing something new.
he reminds me of me
No
sometimes.
limits, though. Like we
Yo,
were just
no
talking
limits.
about. No
You
limits.
can't put yourself in a box. And
Yeah.
my boy he's got his brain going in every direction, and it's
Right.
all on some entrepreneurship.
That's great.
You know,
You know, right?
It's the only way to make money nowadays. You know,
Right.
back in the 1940s, 50s, and whatnot, you can survive off of one income.
Right.
But now, You
can't.
need to have multiple streams
That's
of
right.
income in order to be
Absolutely.
get to that millionaire status, to be
Yes.
rich, you know, to
Right.
be comfortable,
To live comfortable, yeah.
right? You know, and then part of it is your lifestyle. It's just, you know, how well do you want to live, right?
Right.
You can live with Jordans in your feet and everything like
but
that,
you can have nothing.
but be broke. You know?
100%.
Walking, taking cabs.
100%.
But you shocked though.
But you I never understood the priority on people. Sometimes when they do shit.
Right,
It's crazy.
right. But so far, you know, we're doing great things, man. You know, keeping God at the heart of what
Right,
we do.
right.
You know, making sure, because, you know, you always have to have that connection.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
to know who you are and who you
Absolutely.
know, so you want to make sure that your spirit is right,
Right.
and how you translate yourself to the world,
Yes,
man.
sir.
That's important.
Yes, sir.
And you are not from this town originally.
No.
You are.
They don't breed this.
Where you
They
from?
don't
Where you
make
from?
this. Yeah.
Where you from?
Where they make you?
So I said, listen, I say that about my wife. When my wife, she be hitting it, man. I'm like, I got to get you one of these. You know what I'm saying?
Where they make you?
You know, wife is great. But I was born and raised in Brooklyn, man.
What part of Brooklyn?
So, oh man, we all over the
All
place.
over Brooklyn? I'm from
Bed-Stuy.
Queens. I'm from Queens. Best all
Yeah.
over Best.
I
Mother
used to live
Gaston.
in Mother
Oh, for real?
Gaston, yep.
Yes,
Mother-
sir.
You know, my family used to know Mother Gaston, but we used to live in Queens. Used to live at the Opal over there in Flushing.
Oh, for real?
You know,
That's
so
crazy.
It was, yeah, we had a lot. I've been all over the place.
Right,
but,
right.
You know, coming up here, I would have never thought that I would have what I had.
Right.
You know?
But how did you spin the globe and put your finger?
I know, right? I know. It was crazy. More or less, it was due to the fact that I had just gotten married.
Okay.
And I was living in the Opal by myself, and living that life, that
Right.
single life. That
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah.
That I met my wife, but my apartment was 450 square feet. It was really
Right,
small.
of course.
man. The
Yeah.
size-
New York City.
Right here. You know what I'm
New
saying?
York City.
Right,
So when I got married,
Yeah.
it was still small for both of us.
Right.
And then we ended up having our first daughter, and it was still small, right?
Wow.
So we started looking out, but I didn't want to be too far from the city. So
Right.
3.5 hours, 4 hours was the max.
Yeah.
And I was looking immediately, like in Amsterdam, and Amsterdam was great. It was beautiful, but the taxes were too high.
Right.
This little place called Gloversville pops up.
Yeah.
And the houses were gorgeous. The houses were immaculate. It was like, where is this place on earth? But they was cheap.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was inexpensive. So I started looking, and when we was looking, we was calling real estate agents, and we were asking, well, why are these houses so cheap?
Yeah.
You know, what's going on? What's and nobody would say nothing.
Yeah.
Nobody would say nothing. And so we got one real estate agent that gave us a hint of what was going on there, and they said, well, a lot of the old people who used to live here, the houses went to the children. The children
Yeah.
don't want them anymore, so they're
Right.
selling them off.
Right.
You know, so it was like, okay, great, let's go for it. Me and my wife, and we ended up venturing down here, and we realized, oh, this is a different area.
Yeah. Very different area. Very different area.
This is real
You're
different.
not in Brooklyn
Yeah,
anymore.
we're
Right.
definitely not in Brooklyn no more.
and we was like, okay, you know, but now we're invested, right? So we don't went online, we don't look, we don't talk to people. We came
Right.
up, so now we're invested, and so we were looking at houses, and you know, we settled on a house, and now, you know, we've been here for a whole decade.
Oh,
man.
wow,
10
yeah.
10
A
years.
whole decade. And I mean, and you know, even his house, I remember he like revamped the whole entire
Of course.
front of his house.
Of course.
I mean,
Right,
yeah, I
of
mean,
course.
you took a crazy project.
Yeah.
Before and after pictures are crazy.
Right.
And that's just another example of
Who he
how
is.
he likes to live,
That's right.
you know, and who he is,
Mhm.
how he likes to represent himself,
Yes, sir.
where he wants his family entering and exiting. You know, it's you take pride
Yeah.
in where you live and where,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So it just like it says a lot about you too,
Well,
you know. Like,
it's kind of like my philosophy when it comes to anger management. You know, when people come and see me, no matter in what I've operated,
Right.
you ought to leave me better than you came.
Wow.
That's the whole point. So
Right.
when you come to me, it's not about, you'll never get anybody to say, oh, that Michael Chase, he's garbage.
Right,
You know,
right,
he's
right,
nasty.
right,
You'll
right.
never hear anybody say nothing
Right,
like that.
right.
And so it's the idea is that when you come to me, you feel better than you came to me. You look better than you came to me.
Right.
You are better than, you know, and that's the whole point. So that's my philosophy. You know, some people, you know, would think, well, you know, you're pleasing people, but no, it's the generosity of spirit.
That's it.
That's
That's
all it
it.
is just you connecting with in the world and knowing how you want to be translated in life. You know, I don't do people dirty, you know, and none of that stuff is to make sure that people the way that I want to be treated.
That's great, man.
wow.
That's great.
So no complaints, no regrets moving to Gloversville?
No, never.
Did you imagine yourself buying a building or a couple
That's crazy,
buildings
man.
and starting a business, a couple businesses.
That's never anybody's,
Right.
right? I didn't come here and think this was going to be a place I was going to put roots, raise my children, and do business and
Right.
be entrepreneur. It wasn't, that wasn't my mindset. It was just me trying to take care of my family.
So you saw that it was possible.
Right.
You saw the potential
Right.
in yourself.
Oh yeah.
You knew what type of work you were willing to put in. That's why.
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard. It's hard. What in life isn't? You know what I'm saying?
right.
I
You gotta
mean,
do
nothing good
Comes
comes
easy.
easy, right?
That's right.
That might be the first Bacardi with the safe, because I heard the saying in my head, but it was coming out wrong already.
Oh, man.
Oh man! So, where do you see yourself going? What's in the future? What does the future hold for next 5 years?
Hold on, sleep. Let me get some sleep first. I need a rest.
My man is
Yeah,
tired.
but with a name like his, bro, it's like it puts the energy. Michael's like an
Michael
actor or
Che.
someone of stature. You know what I'm saying? So
You're real.
you
It
can do
makes you
something
run,
big.
right?
You
It
have
makes
to
you
change
run.
it, yeah.
It's
Right.
a pretty cool name.
5 years, cause thank God that what comes along with all of this is a certain understanding in how you want to live your life. So
Right.
debt free, right?
Yep.
I own everything that I possess.
Right.
You know what I'm
Fire.
saying? And the idea is that you keep going, escalating, scaling. That's
Right.
the whole point.
Right.
Until the point of where you have delegated and you have put out enough for yourself to where somebody is taking the reins, and then going forward with it, going forward with that vision. So
Wow.
it's just a matter of finding out who's willing who's going to take the investment,
Yeah.
right? Who's willing to invest in you, their time, their dedication, their energy, and who's gonna be the one that I invest into them. And it could be your family, because
That's
I got
right.
2 daughters, but
Right.
it could be a stranger who sit up there and say, "This dude got it going on.
Right.
I need to be a part of what he's doing," and then they come
Absolutely.
on board, and then you train them.
Yes, sir.
That's the whole point. But the outside of that, the next 5 years, man, is to put all of these things on automatic, man.
That's great.
And
That's
just make
great.
make it ride its own wave.
That's
so
great.
when you say automatic, you're saying passive income with some of these rental properties,
Right.
And have these
Right.
businesses kind of flow without you having to personally
Right.
have
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Right, right. Because it's a lot of time, and you can leverage your time as best as you can, but something's going to happen.
Right.
I know.
And when that happens, you got to take care of it. But
Right.
it ain't but two of it ain't but one of you.
That's
you know what
right.
I'm saying? So,
That's
so at
right.
the end of the day, you got to be able to delegate and make sure that you have people who you rely upon to help you along the way.
How difficult is it to find a
You know,
reliable?
this was a setup question, son.
It was.
Yeah.
You fell in my trap.
When I tell you it is hard,
Yeah.
the idea behind it is that whoever you hire, they got to be just as good as you,
Right.
right? They got to what you don't want to do, or be good at what you don't. That's something that you're not good at.
Right.
So you got to hire those gap for
Right.
you when you can't do it, and still done.
Absolutely.
People who know how to work on autopilot. So you ain't got to watch them.
Exactly.
You got to be self-motivated. A lot of that stuff starts from inside.
Absolutely.
You
can't.
get
You
up,
have to
go to
have
work.
that.
Right. Get up, go to work, and be to work, and stay and finish your shift,
Yes, sir.
and not have to worry about how you may feel.
Yeah.
But push past it and still stay
Yeah,
work and do your job.
absolutely.
I mean, I'm sure you've gone to work under the weather before.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, not at the restaurant, not yet. God, I ain't been sick, but
for you.
definitely with the other things that I've done. Yeah, you just
You
go-
got to keep going. You got to.
you
That's
push
it.
Got things
past
to do.
it. Right,
sir.
you push past it. You make sure at the end of the day that you get the product out, you do what you need to do, you handle your business, and hopefully somebody comes under your wing. And then they stick with you, to stay with you, but you don't get a lot of those people at all.
No.
Yeah.
You get a few.
It's
Yeah.
tough, man. It's
That's
tough.
great, man.
Yeah, no, I think like for me, my staff has been. I'm on like my 30th something.
Yeah, for
burnout.
real, right? Yeah,
know.
that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, but you know what? I seen you in here with a broken arm, cutting hair, one leg cast up like this, looking like
And
handyman with a
For real.
clipping it.
Doing
like
everything.
absolutely.
And still giving people free haircuts on their birthday.
Absolutely.
Kids,
Yep.
kids, don't you come over here.
asking for a handout.
Birthday cut.
But not only birthday cuts,
Right.
the Christmas specials he be doing, the
Right.
back to
Yeah.
school programs.
Right.
Just do it,
At
man.
the end of the day, you know what? There's not a lot of people willing to do a lot of great things for somebody else.
Absolutely.
You know, there's no shortage of love in the world. There's only a shortage of people who do it. And so you got to love what you do, love who you are, love people, and still be able to do that.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
That's right.
When you're tired, when you're angry, when you're pissed off, when you're upset, you still got to love.
Hey.
That's great.
Wow.
great, bro.
For real,
I like
for real.
that. That's real talk.
That's
right
when it
there.
counts.
That's official.
Listen, if I love you already, it don't count.
That's right.
You don't automatically get the grace.
Absolutely.
You know, but it's when I don't like you,
Yeah.
and I still show you love.
That's crazy.
When you step on my I was gonna do it. But right. But you ain't trying to bite nobody's head off. So
Right,
that's the
right.
whole point. Right.
Let me ask you a question. Where do you, if you can give advice to a younger version of yourself, right? If you
That
look
was
back,
a question.
right? I mean, what advice would you give that person? What advice would you give that person?
Excellent question, bro.
Yo, you know what? That's crazy because as much as you want to be as positive, sometimes it says, "Listen, don't do that."
Right.
And it can be something very vital, man. Like,
Right.
don't take that building, man. Don't take that opportunity. Don't answer that phone call. You know, because that's how a lot of this stuff start, man. And then all you do, you start envisioning where it could take you, where it could go. And it don't always happen in your head the way you see it.
Yeah.
But the follow through is the most important. So you're able to follow through with it, and it don't work out the way you think it does, but it still may have a curve. It may have a turn, and that may benefit you. And that's what happened with me with these properties. You know, it's like I never thought that getting one property would spiral into having real estate. You know, because I don't think anybody that has one house is doing real estate. It's when you have multiple properties and you're navigating that and you're engaging in Airbnb and you know, because one of my properties was used as the Coke Blue shelter here at the city, you know, a couple of years ago.
Wow.
And you don't even know what opportunity awaits. And so you know, it may not happen the way you think about it in your head, but it's almost impossible to think, what wouldn't you do? It's really nothing that I would still continue to do the same thing.
Right.
In spite of its humps and its bumps and, you know, all of the things that come with it,
Right.
man. Some people say, well, listen, I would have never married that girl. But see, that girl that you married taught you a lot of lessons.
Absolutely.
I would have never started that
Absolutely.
business, but
Yes,
that
sir.
business taught you a lot of
Yes,
lessons.
sir.
The idea is that you don't become bitter behind it, right? You don't become nasty and angry and cantankerous behind it. You don't start instructing people, don't you never get married no more.
Right.
You do something a little bit different, right? You say, listen, that was my experience. I should have did some things differently, and you share the fault and the blame with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And or you could say, well, I should have never did that house. Well, you know what? I lost. It taught you something, right? And that's the lesson of life. Life is about teaching you. Right? So I don't know if there's anything I would change or myself any
Right.
different, but it's a nice novelty thought to think about. You
Absolutely.
know?
Absolutely. And I think that's great information that he gave. Like,
Absolutely.
You know?
Deep.
Yes, sir.
Pause.
Hey, yo, pause.
Okay.
Y'all got a whole set. I ain't mad at y'all. Y'all are killing it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
And before he came on here, I told y'all he was gonna drop some jewels.
Yo, for
a
real.
couple of gems.
For real.
He didn't miss.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
nothing.
So I hope y'all took heed to what he was saying.
Absolutely.
You know, it's not always gonna be an easy road, be obstacles.
Right.
And sometimes, like in your case, even the board want to close a door on you and
listen.
tell you, that idea you had, reroute because
Right.
it's not gonna happen.
Right.
But you still made it happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you got the heads
Yeah.
saying, yo, it's not looking good for your idea,
And you still made it happen.
still made it
That's the
happen.
whole point.
But you know how much my hairs are standing up. Zoom in. Yo, my man never gave up. He
Right.
had the support of people who know him.
Wow.
Right? Because once they did a little
Right.
on what had happened at the town hall meeting, people came together. Yo, let this man do what he gotta do. He's trying to make things
Sir.
good.
Yes, sir.
A town he ain't even from.
Right.
You know, but he is investing in it, paying tax in it.
That's
Right.
right.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
And
revenue to the city.
job, you know, so
Yeah.
and actually he's hiring.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Only
sir.
if you are reliable.
That's it. You already heard him. We ain't got to tell you twice. You already
Right.
heard it.
Right.
And I agree 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Be responsible and reliable.
Right.
You know, like, and that goes with any job. Yeah, might
Yeah,
seek in
absolutely.
the future. You know,
Says a lot.
Put your all into it. Take it to the level that you know it could be at. You know what I'm saying? Mike, I can't thank you enough.
Man, listen,
man,
sir.
you took,
I love you, man.
I
It was
love
a pleasure,
you too,
man. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure.
You took time out of your
Yes, sir.
to come hang out,
Yes, sir.
Cardi.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
know,
Right.
I appreciate you so
Yeah.
much.
Anytime.
Oh yeah, you came twice. Living
Yeah,
around like
for
living
real.
in the background. You
And
came
remember,
twice.
he slipped his nipple and dropped his beef patty.
Right.
Oh, that was a different person who
No,
slipped
no,
his nipple.
no,
I'm sorry.
wrong nipple,
Different
guys.
nipple.
Who's slipping nipples?
I don't know. Some dude was slipping a nipple.
There was a nipple slipper. There's a nipple slipper, and he's on the loose in Main Street right now.
We banning him from the building. You are not allowed in here, you nipple slipping,
Yeah,
slick
no,
mother.
No, he's all about the nipple.
Not here. Not here.
No.
No, in the shirts.
It has nipples, guys. We don't want you to
Oh,
think
yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's just they're hidden.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yo, one podcast we just all take our shirts off.
No,
Oh, no, that's not happening.
no. I don't
No.
want to.
Right.
You can't make me.
Y'all shame?
Shop Talk FCB episode
25, season one.
Yeah.
Season one.
We did that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you could do it too.
Absolutely.
Your dreams, don't stop. Keep going. Because we did it.
Don't limit yourself, y'all. For real.
Peace.
Peace. Peace. Peace.